Alright, not sure if this is working all that well, but let's give it a whirl. Hello, everybody. Oh god, my hair is somewhat of a mess, but yes, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. We're back on our side of the spectrum here with the streaming Octagon save. We are headed into mid January here with Black Leopards in South Africa. Still in our first season, knocked out a bunch of the games on the earlier portion of the season. We're going through kind of the vacation portion of the year here before tackling a couple of different friendlies and then head it into February and the remainder of the schedule. So, pretty fun stuff. I think the Africa Cup of Nations that's happening right now, and that's why we're kind of on pause. It is. That explains that. But yeah, just progressing through January here so far. I made just quick vacation through the rest of the vacation period before getting to like the 21st, 22nd, just to set us up for the Kaiser Chiefs friendly. So, in due time. But hopefully everybody's doing well out there. And then if you need the information for the save, there you go. I'll throw it up on the YouTube chat as well. I think we're on. This should work. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It's fine. I think Twitch just went into ads as well. Go figure. All right. All right, so okay, we're at least getting a couple of our players that were injured throughout the first half of the season back on their side, which is great. Obina's still a bit of a rough loss. I mean, he's a backup striker, but a broken ankle was never fun to deal with. But Gubana is coming back from his abdominal strain, and he's been our leading scorer so far in the league with 7 goals. So we would love to have him back. Okay, seems we're just kind of double checking the stream stuff on all sides of the spectrum here. Since the connection's good across both YouTube and Twitch, so that's a good sign. 14th. Yeah, let's just go ahead and advance it to the 21st. Just get it a week. Oh, perfect. That way we get back to the training portion and then can start setting up these lineups for friendlies, which we should hopefully make a little bit of money on. Right, so okay, and I had to double check to make sure that the audio track is also going to YouTube correctly here, that it's not the one that's playing the stuff from iTunes. Just copyright purposes and whatnot. It was better to go that route than having to go through the aftermath of a VOD and having to like erase out the song and then you get the weird audio quality whenever you're speaking into it. Had to do that for part 2 because I accidentally messed up the track allocation for it. So it is what it is. Okay, 17th. It's a lot of processing for a save this size because we have kind of all of the continents up and going, so nature of the beast for it to run a little bit slower than most. Somebody's trials finishing today. Let me take a look. Not that many emails, thankfully. So Martinsburg United are our first round opponents, and they are also the second tier, so that's perfect. That is winnable. Kumbolian and Kub. Can we get him on loan actually? We're gonna try. We don't have much to offer, unfortunately, but alas. Yeah. Let me open the window a little bit more here. Cloudy day for us today here. Although the crazy part is that even though it's a cloudy day outside, it's still 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think in Celsius that would be 32 in Celsius. Crazy. Hey JFJ, what's going on? Yeah, doing good so far. Just Monday afternoon, decided to go to the kind of safe that I started last week. Here we're halfway through the first season of it. Started unemployed, no coaching badges. Ended up getting a job in the second tier of South Africa, so we're just going for our first year on that. They did let us go on the coaching course, so we're acquiring the National C license right now while going for the season. So far, we've been unbeaten in the league, which is nice because there's only one automatic qualifying spot to the first tier of South African football, so we kind of need that. Yeah, Africa Cup of Nations is going on right now, so the league went on an extended vacation. Right now, like budget wise, we're good. We're actually over budget, so I can sign anybody even if I wanted to. So, but I mean, our roster's done well for us so far into it here. Come year two, we'll talk. Like depending on what our budget looks like. All right, so we're back from the mid-season break now officially. Yeah, over 30 tends to be usually even at the lower levels if you have to pick up a couple of like the over 30 guys for like a season just to do a job and help you get promoted, never a bad thing when that happens. It's, yeah. Then usually what I'll do is that I'll always do trials as well as an alternative to getting reports. Get him in for a full month, let him work out with the club, and get a better grasp on what their abilities are and their sort of hidden attributes as well, without having to discount it. Now that said, we'll let the assistant pick up the lineups here. Oh, Buck, Quan, hello, hello. Good to see you all. How did the Glory Hunter ended up going for you? Hopefully all's well. Coppa Beat, thank you for the follow as well. I think the notification should pop up next after Quan's. A double got 000. Let's go. Lovely to see it. Horrible for all involved. Well, that's not good. Shit. How crazy was that in terms of results? Underperforming on the XG table? Yikes. Are you all in the same league or just spread around on that end of the spectrum, chasing different trophies and whatnot? Fatisi's been giving me issues all the game long. Nope, we're going to do the same thing. If he doesn't like it, he can leave, and he doesn't want to, so. Quan's first. Gotcha. Tevin said, yeah. Oof. I mean, you all got trophies to chase. I get it's rough goings and all. Yeah, with this one so far, we're just getting back from the mid-season break in South Africa. We're tackling a couple of friendlies against some of the first-tier teams to set ourselves up for the second half of the season. We've been unbeaten in the league so far. We do want to keep that form as only one spot's automatically promoted. We've got a bit of an advantage over Madamo Gallants and Baroka, but want to keep my foot on the pedal for that. And then we're also in the first round of the South African Cup against Maritzburg United, who's 5th in our division. So should be tough, but at the very least we'd accomplished our goal of actually getting to the first round of the cup after winning the preliminary game. We're over budget by a fuck ton, but look, we're trying to make a push here to make it. But yeah, the reset on the league is a little bit crazy because we've had the mid-season break, but also Africa Cup of Nations is going on right now, so they kind of have the restart of the season, I think late February, so we're just going through. Quan, you should fight the XG table. I think you'd win in a fist fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, at some point you do just have to throw hands. It is what it is. A draft instead of Glory Hunter. Yeah, that's fair. Give yourselves the reprieve from it all. Oof. The sacrifice he had to pay for the FM gods for one at Anfield. Got it. yeah, I'll just have the assistants do the assignments for these friendlies since we have a couple players that have come in on trial, so we can get some scouting on them. I think we have at least... I don't think we have anybody that's in the Africa Cup of Nations tournament, I want to say. Yeah, we don't. No, nobody in our roster is in Africa Cup of Nations, which checks out. We're a second-tier club. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Even if it's a friendly, this is a friendly against a first-tier club in the Kaiser Chiefs in our pyramid, so... Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, it's against Kaiser Chiefs. This will go badly, most likely, but fuck it, we ball. Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird, Quan, because I've never managed it myself as well. This is the first for me, too. And the fact that we drew against Kaiser Chiefs, even in a friendly, is good. Rayon Kraush. Yeah, let's see if he's available, JF. Oh, hold on here. Clicked the wrong things. Twelly would have twisted the knee out for 30 weeks. He'll be back after the friendlies are done. So he's contracted F91 do the launch over in Luxembourg, I want to say. Wow. Algerian though, so I get it. African descent. Let's offer him a trial. Sure, why not? He'll probably not accept it. Nope, he didn't. That's fine. I will shortlist him indefinitely just to keep track of him as we go through. Since this is supposed to be like a long-term thing that we're doing streaming-wise. Good name to keep in mind in that situation. But yeah, Quan, I got a bunch of mods, so I pretty much have at least leagues in every single continent, including all of the Oceania stuff. Because we're going to have to tackle the UFC at one point to get that Champions League one. So... yeah, no worries at all. In due time, I just don't want to blow my load on, shortlisting players that I'm probably not going to get a chance at getting. So, keep a couple of those in mind for future streams, and then just drop lore as we need to. And then JFJ, I did hear specifically that due to a couple of people being on holiday, we're not doing the league this week. So I don't think Max and I are co-joining for that unless plans change and whatnot. So yeah, no worries at all, Quan. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate the raid. Take care of yourself. We'll see ya. Thank you. Appreciate the good luck vibes as well. Same to you. Go fight at that XG table, win, and don't. Hopefully you don't get FM'd as much once that's all said and done. I need to change this actually here as well. Not this week, no, because a couple of people are off on vacation. I think is what it was, or like they have. I think a couple of folks are like out of town or what have you. At least that's what I heard from Musterman when we were talking about it over the weekend. And that happens sometimes. Just schedules getting in the way and stuff. So probably be back next week at some point. Not sure when. Max will probably know and let you guys know about it over on Twitter once that date is all set in place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Oh. The FN Kingdom, thank you for the follow. Always one thing when you're kind of focusing on the screen and going through the days and then suddenly the alarm pops off for the follows. But yes, hello. Yep, there's the one there. Hey FM, yes, good to see you as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, originally from Brazil, but I've been in the United States for about, God, I think it's making it 25 years at the end of this year. So yeah, North America based, West Coast based on my side of the spectrum. But yeah, good to see more US based streamers also popping in and out as well too. You know, there's a couple. We're rare, but we are in the dozens, so that's all. It's always nice to see folks popping in and out through that. Yeah, I'm over in Denver on my side, but I'm pretty familiar with SoCal with my fair share of going to pro wrestling shows in that area. There, DTLA, couple ones in Northern Cal as well too. Haven't made it down to like San Diego yet, but I want to at some point. If anything, to just go, whether it's wrestling, whether it's something at Petco Park for baseball or what have you. So fun. Yeah, I did about a year of college at the Denver campus for CU way back in the day, but I've been to the Boulder campus a couple of times as well. All right, so I'm a Zulu in Orlando, and then we've got Mikado as our I think we have one more friendly after the 3 that you see on the screen, and then we should be back to the second half of the season here. Yeah, it's one of those interesting days where it looks super cloudy outside, but there's apparently no signs of rain, and it's 90 degrees outside, so summer's fun. Let's here. I think Kalamazoo is at around our level, if not a little bit lower than the Orlando Pirates game. Even though it's a friendly, that's still a huge deal. We'll put some guys on the loan list. Not long until the transfer window closes. We kind of made the deals that we needed to make in the first window in the fall. At this point, we're kind of just riding with who we have, as we are way, way over our budget in terms of people we have on the roster. I overspent, which is not ideal, but I wanted to make sure that the club was in a good place with talented enough guys that can be part of the club long term. So Mukumela will be leaving at the end of his contract, which, yeah, we can really extend him when we tried. So he's going to the Orlando Pirates. This at the very least will be like a good, like a crazy wage off of our books if we do get promoted. So, like, again, even if we try to sign this guy, we're very, very limited in what we can offer. Yep, wants 2,000, which I do not have, cannot afford. And the guy that was on trial with us, not even a guy on trial with us, he's somebody on the midfield, and he is out for the next 4 to 5 weeks. That's rough. Thankfully, we're still only on the friendlies side of the spectrum. Yeah, we're still having another couple of weeks until we resume actual games in the league. Hopefully no more crazy injuries as we're getting everybody back into shape for the second half of the year. Octagon, yes, Bronson. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hope all's well with you, man. Let's keep it moving. Transfer deadline's passed, so the team we have is the team we have. Oh, he's in U21, so he doesn't need to be registered. Got it. All right, well. For me specifically, Bronson, we have this fun bit right here. That's the save that we're doing. Obviously the Octagon, but just in general, it seems like it's going to be an FM day. I've been playing a lot, admittedly, of Uma Musume offline. A part of me considered doing it on stream, but I feel like just you would see the most toxic side of me if I brought that game on stream, so I've opted to not do that. Yeah, it's been nuts. I still am trying to win the URA finale. I think the furthest I've gotten have been the semis. What's that? Yeah, you know, just a game about horse racing. Except the anime girls that are the horses. You know, usual things. The concept sounds crazy, but again, an actual, like, gacha-oriented game that actually does roguelike and does it well is crazy. And I mean that in, like, the most positive way I can put that. The numbers go up, itch in your brain. Yep, fair. That kind of does the same way. Deadman, hello, good to see ya. Hope all is well. We're still in friendlies and testing folks out, so we're just rotating the lineups through. Probably go back to our regular tactic here for the Orlando Pirates game. As we got demolished by Amazulu, who are in the first tier of South African football. I was mistaken. I thought they were one of the regional teams. That's on me, though. I will take the blame for that. Yes, I did, and I thought it was hilarious that Cole Palmer and Reece James were just like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? Like, get him out of here, kind of thing. Fantastic attitude is, I think, the way the Orange Cheeto should be treated anytime that he tries to make a spectacle of himself in public. Just shoo him away, shame him accordingly, make him look like an idiot, and move on. Ideally, like, impeach him at this process too, but I know that's not happening at any point with the current political set we have in this country. But yeah, Bronson, you know what? Like, before stream ends, if you're around, let me know. I will, at the very least, show you my progress in that godforsaken game, just so you can see. Honestly, Deadman, it was probably both of them combined, because that's 2 of the 3 axes of evil right there. praise somebody for doing good in training and berate somebody for doing bad in training. Here we go. Jair Bolsonaro would be the third axis, but he's in jail, so somebody else has to fill in for him. Probably the one French woman who lost the elections, I guess, would fill in for him in this case. Also, gotta love it how my country is getting 50% tariffs thrown on them because Orange Man doesn't like the fact that our judicial system is actually holding up a guy who tried to incite a coup responsible for his actions. Unfucking believable, right? Okay. Orlando Pirates beat us 3-1 in the friendly, which, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Alright, 2 more friendlies to go, and then we're back into the regular games here. So thanks for bearing through as I gradually progress through all this. Alden, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. Hope all's well with you. How was the rest of the stream there? I know you guys were doing the Glory Hunter with Buck and Quan there for a little while. So hopefully they mentioned you guys were having issues with the XG table and getting FM'd accordingly in certain places. So hopefully a bit of a better finish for you specifically on that front there. So we got Mikado FC, who are in one of the more regional leagues. So ideally, we're able to beat them in a friendly, because the results have not been good. Yeah, things are good on my side. Thank you for asking. We're still in the we're getting into the second half of the first year of doing this sort of like journeyman, not even a journeyman per se, just doing a pentagon with 3 extra trophies on top of it all. So yeah, Quan was telling me about the wanting to fight his XG just based off some of the things that have been happening in recent games with him. But yeah, for the most part here, we just got 2 more friendlies to go, and then we're moving into the regular game. So you all haven't missed much at all, really. Right. I know, I think Juan mentioned for you specifically, all did where you had the win at Anfield, but it cost you like 3 of your players due to an injury, which always rough when that goes down. I think ads just came on, so I'll repeat that if needed be here. Oh, nice. Good wins there between Anfield and then the 3-1 win against Marseille on the road. Yeah, that's huge. But again, yeah, just never fun getting injuries to go with a win like that. It's the sort of like Pyrrhic victory to a certain extent. Hello, 11 Magic. Hoi hoi. Oh, and you've got Bayern next week. Oof. Yeah, that is rough. I mean, yeah, João Neves, he's done well for the Macwell drafted team there that I've felt with. So that's been fun. Alright, so we should be okay here, but we will see how the players do. I mean, in a way, douchey move, but at the same time, Marco Correa is kind of a douchebag himself, so sometimes players just have to match that energy when somebody's giving it to them like that. Overall, though, for the Club World Cup stuff, like, fun tournament overall. I enjoyed watching as many of the matches as I was able to for it. Hopefully, they host 2029s in a more footy loving country, just for like the atmosphere to be like that much better. But we shall see what happens. Okay, good win there, 2-1 in the friendly. One more friendly to go, and then back to our regular games. The City Rovers will be our first opponents at the return game here to the league from its break. Yeah. I see what you mean by that. So you have a right to hold that. You have a right to hold that particular grudge for sure. All right, there we go. Just had to add all the team bonding and community outreach stuff just because I like trying to get the team cohesion as best as I can. So you're pretty much how I feel about the likes of like Mason Greenwood and the like. Just put it on tackle harder, have somebody mark that player specifically to tackle harder, and then just hope for the best, which ideally is a crunchy little tackle that, you know, causes injury. That's the dream. Thank you for the Lord Deadman. I appreciate it. Well, there we go. Schedule set for the next couple weeks here. Fair. I know, for me, a Build a Nation someday would be nice to do, but I'm probably might be waiting until 26, or really the next FM in general, to do that one. So. Do you have a particular nation in mind that you're looking to do the build a nation with if you choose to go that route, or are you still undecided on that? Okay, that's a positive win to take into the final friendly of before going back into the first division games. Or, yeah, the second division, like, tier games, I should say, rather. But, yeah. Either Germany, Sweden, Switzerland. Gotcha. Some very interesting spots there in general. The Nordic countries are always pretty fun in their own right there. Yeah, Germany at the very least, like, you kind of know what they used to be and what they could be if you just build them a little bit correctly. So I can see the appeal in something like that. Okay, let's keep progressing here. Almost there. City Rovers, and then we have the cup game immediately after, so alright. With that said, since we're still a few days to progress on the game, I do need to go refill my water bottle, so I will be back in about 3 minutes or so. I'll run ads in the meantime while I'm on the BRB screen, so just Stick with me, about 2 to 3 minutes. I will be back. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I'm back here, so just a moment to throw my headphones back on and we'll get continuing. Okay, cool. I didn't mute myself. That's good. You can all at least hear that. Perfect. We're almost to game time. That's perfect. City Rovers are our first opponent back. And we only have about 8, 10, 12, 15 games left in the season. So, gotta make them count. Gotta make these games count. And then try to do all the cup in the process for some extra money, which is always nice. No. Couple of trialists who have been doing good, but I don't think we're gonna be able to afford these guys. Probably unlikely, I would say. Yeah. At the very least, we have some good data for scouting purposes at the end of the season. Right, let's go. Right, our first game back. City Rovers are on deck. We are trying to maintain our stranglehold to a certain extent on the Glad Africa Championship in the second tier of South Africa. A win here would help us continue. Do just that. As we got Modimo and Modic kind of being close to us results-wise here. Oh. Ooh. Great save from our keeper here to keep that within one. To basically keep it nil-nil in that situation. Corner for them, Zulu. Makamia with the block. Let's go. Corner for us now. Scott taking it. Can't quite find the mark. Madaisane recovers. Goes to Matsimbi. Mukumela. Now they're starting to... guys are starting to get back into position, basically, with all this. Matsimbi can't find the pass, unfortunately. Bit of a back and forth going on here. Crazy. Zulu. And thankfully Kumalo misses that entirely. Holy crap, that could have been bad for us. That could have been actually like horrible for us if we had not done anything with it. But free kick for us here, Sangweni. Shot! Oh my God.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Great free kick there. Gives us a huge 1-0 lead here. Corner now incoming. Scott with a chance to help extend that in the set pieces. Sangweni again. His second of the game, this time using his head. Literally. Great work from the boys here. Right, 25 minutes, 2 goals in. I like what I'm seeing. It's very exciting. Oh. Montbois with an awkward save there. Sends it out for a corner. Let's praise. And Kumalo makes it happen. He had like a clear miss earlier in the game, but he capitalizes on this one. Okay, 2-1 going into the second half here. That's good. We've got the goal lead, but let's try to extend that, ideally. Makanya, Zulu, Maraisane. Zulu picks up the rebound, shoots it. That is a save from their keeper. That's going to go for a corner. Scott with the chance to take it. Kumalo back to Scott. Kumalo again. Matsimbi. Mukumela. Zulu. They're just passing it back and forth here. And not sure what that was about, but Gubane is not doing very well, so he's getting substituted in this next highlight. Oof. Okay, Zulu, good. Pick up their defensively good movement of the ball. Makanya should have tried to pass that, not try to play hero ball with it. Mukumela, that's terrible. Thankfully, they can't hit the side of a barn. Thankfully, they have Stormtrooper aim, because holy crap, that could have easily been the tying goal. Okay, Gubane. Nguana will come in for him. Matsimbi is on a yellow, so we'll move Mukumela and put in Mashegu. Okay, Kumalo and Kwana, Mukumela, Kumalo, Scott. Oh, Mashego, Scott, over to Zulu, Maraisane, great pass, and Kwana immediately puts in a goal after coming in.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Lovely. Okay, Montpal with the pickup there. Mashego. Scott. Maraisane. Mohotsuku. Sangweni. Maraisane. Scott. Zulu. Scott. Maraisane. Chance to dribble, hits the bar. Oh man, that was almost a beautiful goal there. Whew. Beautiful. Good return to form here in the league. Huge 3 points, and we go with momentum into our first round of the South African Cup. Yep, that puts us 9 points in front of Monomo Gallants. So, we have some leeway here. Not too much, but some in case an odd loss happens down the line through it. Yeah, these guys are fine playing for the reserves and whatnot until if we get any injury issues, then yeah, we'll call them to come in and do a job. But otherwise, yeah, we're fine. Okay, low turnout, which is expected for this game. Okay. Oh, good loan from Abena, actually. We'll take that. He needs to... He's young, could use a little more experience playing consistently, so this is not a bad shout. Okay, no instructions from the assistants. Okay, let's go ahead and go for it. First round of the South African Cup. Can we do enough to help ourselves progress further and kind of increase our prize pool for participating in this? Because Lord knows our finances need that heavily. Not much has gone on so far. Try to encourage the boys a little bit and start pushing up the attack. As we are at home for this one too, so it'd be kind of nice if we could actually do a job. Whew. Not the first game. This is the second game. This is the first round of the South African Cup that we're in, so pretty important in its own right. But yeah, we're back officially from all of the friendlies now. So serious games up ahead for pretty much the rest of the stream. Not a lot of offensive output from either side. We're starting to do a little bit more now, but Okay, Matsubi with a bad deflection here. Oh, he's offside by a mile. Come on now. I guess he wasn't. Okay, highlight for us. We'll keep it going then. Marisane, Fatsisi, Gasha, Stolen, Whiteman, and yeah, highlights over. Cool. Maritzburg now turning up the heat. Oh, let's see what happens with the free kick here. Please miss. Thank you. I appreciate you hearing me out. Man. Alright, guess we're going to extra time here with the way things are looking. Alright, extra time. Here we go. Just keep going. You all can make the difference. I do have faith in you, and we've also saved a bunch of our subs if need to be, as Scott is got a bit of a knock. Matt Hole, get in. Kamalo. Mukumela, oh no. No, 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 no. Whoo! Relief. They are definitely closing us down a good amount here. Growing. But yeah. Alright, second half of extra time. I will keep the next substitutions in mind here for PKs if it keeps going at this pace. Let's see what happens after this highlight. Oh. Okay, bad header miss, but Mashego's there to recover it. Montali, Mashego, Zulu, Matt Hole. A little bit tense here. Zulu, Matt Hole, Fatsisi. Oh, had a shot, decided to take it. It is on target at least. All right. So let's see. Who do we have for PKs that are... So Matsimbi is benched. Mukumele. Scott was injured, so he's out. So really, in terms of our PK takers, they're not anything special at this point outside of like our first two guys, which are Maraisane and Mukumel are the two that cannot come out. Kumalo's like dead on his feet. But he's been playing well, so we got to keep him on. Yeah, nerves of steel pretty much. Motsuko, you're going to have to come in and do a job at the very least for the next couple of minutes. Maraisane needs to stay for his PK ability. Nyati. And Selly. We're both for penalty taking, so you know what? Final push here. Let's see if we can get a result, and if not, then it's PKs. Yep, penalty kicks it is. So, Like, I believe in you all to make a difference here, gentlemen. Let's go out there and do it. And for fun, we are going to go to a different camera this time around. There we go. Let me just get the opposing keeper in view. Actually, yeah, let's go close. Let's get real up close and personal. All right, boys. Nerves of steel time. Come on. Maresane. Go.
Outstanding.
Right, Gasha taking the first one for Montesburg United. Scores 1-1. Right, Mukumela taking the second one for us. Kantula scores. Right, we're behind the 8 ball here. Mashego.
Outstanding.
Go. Right, come on. Gotta make a save here at some point. There we go. Muntali, great save here. We're back even.
Outstanding.
Alright, Fatsisi, bring us ahead. Fuck. Kawuti. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Oh, we're getting nervy here. Kumalu. For fuck's sakes.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, alright, Muntali, this is on you here, buddy. Gotta make the save to keep this going. And he doesn't. And we're out of the South African Cup on penalty kicks. Rough. We should have done so much better. Right, well, our focus now is solely on winning the league and getting promoted. We have to. Yeah, like 12,000 for losing in this round, which, hey, it's better than nothing. I'll take it, but man, what could have been if we made it to the second round? That would have been a much bigger... It would have been a bigger payoff, for sure. So, yeah, we just got to focus basically on just going for broke in the league, winning the title, and getting the auto promotion into the first tier. He's not interested due to being transfer listed. Hold on. Nobody bid on his transfer stuff during the timeline, so immediate shit. Yeah, I can't afford an immediate contract, so well, that's another probably key player we're gonna be losing if we do move up, but that's fine. It just means we'll have to go hunting in the off season for like free transfers, finding some gems here and there, that kind of stuff. In the meantime, though, Uppington City is next, and then Milford FC after that. Just gotta do what we gotta do, take care of business in the league. Okay, so gotta roll the dice here on a couple of player choices, but seems my talks are doing some good for motivating the locker room, which is great. We're starting to get some cohesion there, which is pretty cool. Sorry, let me switch over back to the sideline view. Corner. Ah, Machego. Good header, just couldn't keep that down enough to go into the goal. But we keep it moving. Oh, good cut off there from Zulu. Kumalo. Mokumela. Zulu. Matho, Motsuku, Gubane. Oh, Gubane kept the ball, hits the post. Maraisai almost reaches that for the rebound, but couldn't. Ah, man. That's tough. Alright. The locker room's a little bit apprehensive, but we have been kind of having the better chances. Just gotta capitalize here. Probably mark their wingbacks a bit. Put some pressure on the lot. They've closed down a lot on their side here to combat us. Madaisane, okay. The dribbling play from him. He's kind of carrying it by himself, waiting for help. Motsuko, Nyati. What a goal. Phenomenal.
Outstanding.
Took a while, but we have broken into it and gotten the lead. Yeah, it's like it seems like a couple of those they have been switching to five at the back. If they haven't started with that, then they make those changes at the half. But either way, Kumalo with the goal here off the set piece. Great stuff. That makes it 2-0.
Outstanding.
That should seal the deal for us. And that means I can actually get Kumalo out to get a break. He's worn out and very tired. Alright, Sangweni, Zulu, good pass. Obina, he's onside. Just couldn't quite angle that towards the corner of the net. That was almost a goal. But looks like we're gonna survive just fine. 2-0. Kimsa, hello. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello to you. Hello to the raiders coming in. Hopefully everyone is doing well on this fine Monday afternoon or evening, depending on time zone. My name is Chris, our Brazilian Fury. Fury, go with whatever you want for that. We are on our side of the spectrum doing an Octagon challenge, which is the Pentagon plus the OFC Champions League, the FIFA Club World Cup, and the FIFA World Cup itself. So 8 trophies in total to win. We are in our first season still with Black Leopards in South Africa. They hired us fairly quickly, so decided to start off with that. We're still working our way through the second half of the first season at the moment. And hello, Dan. Good to see you as well. Appreciate it. Okay, Mabana's moving out on loan. Perfect. Ooh, so you've got the Andorra Build a Nation situation. They're crazy. That should be fun. But yeah, for mine, I sort of the long-term save that I was doing from that I started offline on my YouTube channel that I brought to the streaming side. We did finally win the Champions League with that club, so it was like, okay, time to move on to something else. And this will take a while, so it should keep me busy at least until whenever the next FM game comes out. So now we got Milford FC next. We are first place in the league right now, so we're trying to stay that way. 17 games into it, 41 points. So we've got a bit of an advantage here over our rivals in question with Madisburg United and Mado Mugalans right now are the closest to us. We're hoping to just continue expanding on the advantage, and maybe we can try to win the trophy within 23, 24 games into the season, since it's 30 total. Let's see here. Tactically wise, our keeper just got injured for 2 to 4 weeks. That sucks. Let's see. Yeah, we've been doing good in the league, at the very least. Like, that's been a nice caveat of it. So, let's have you rest for like 2 days. Like, you've been going for broke for now. There we go. Yeah, let me just reassign the mentorships. So, oh wow, so we got Milford and then Baroka almost back to back. That should be a tough challenge just with the rotations. But yeah, we're going to give Milford a slightly different look, try to do a 3-4-3 on them rather than the 4-3-3 we've been doing, just to see if that helps with mixing up the CPU, because it seems like they've been specifically finding formations to kind of counter what we've been doing, but we're into the second half of the season. But that said, before we get to that game, I do need to run to the bathroom on my side, so I'm gonna send us on a break for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll run ads in the meantime while I do that, so I will be back. Yeah, as I mentioned, 3 to 4 minutes on all that. Okay, here we go. Back now. Alright, so we will do these next two games for sure. Let me take a look at our stuff. So profile. I think we're still working on the badge right now, I think is what it would say. Yeah, we're still working on the qualifications. It's not showing our badge just yet. Yeah, but yeah, no worries, JFJ. Like that one, I think that one I've only saved it to Macwell was like online portion of the save, so it is there. I do need to talk to him because I did realize that for tactics, we could, along with the one that we put in that was yours along in the Uncle Ho Supreme formation, we could use a third formation as well. That's very counterattack intuitive as well for away games specifically, to see if that might help us kind of push the edge on a couple of those to get him some points over this last stretch of the league. Yeah. Let me skip over this one. There we go. Yeah, the team does have a lot of speed on that side of the spectrum. That's usually been like the moments that the team has succeeded has been because of just those aspects there. Right, seems like we've got everybody encouraged for the most part. Awesome. Right, so we are on the road against Milford. We'll see how we do. Just kind of let him walk right in on that one. My God. And they are using a 4-4-2 on this, so not an ideal start for us. Oh, still early. Oh, Makayana. Oh, sails it wide. Ooh, good save. Oh. Oh, we lucked out massively here. It's not over yet, though. Oh. We need to go more attacking at this point. Like, we're not getting as many chances as we should. Up. Play for set pieces as well. Okay, good bit of defensive play there. Why did he stop highly immediately as a pass? Outlet pass is coming. Come on. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Alright, going for broke here. Last 20 minutes. Got to. Oh. Unlucky. Yeah, I think our unbeaten streak ends here. It had to end at some point, but this is shitty. It's a shitty way for it to end. Oh, it got called back. Never mind. I thought it was in. Oh! Do I have a chance to squeeze out a draw? Maybe? Maybe? Nah, probably not happening. Or... Alright. It is what it is. Nope, can't dwell on this one. We've got a big game against the team that's high up on the table here over the next 2 days. So let's just rest everybody and then get ready for that. Actually, don't even rest them. They're already on the light enough schedule leading to those 2 games, so we're gonna do that. Can't go unbeaten forever, so at the very least, it was nice to have the run that we have because it has given us some leeway in terms of, yeah. Yeah, Baruch in 5th, we definitely need to do something. Alright, so he was deployed in PT 25 years later. Gotcha. Let's okay. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, so we're at home against Baroka. Big game here. Let's get this done. Oh. Good snag there from the keeper. Kumela. Matsimbi. Fatsisi. Makamala. First shot and they score. That is some bullshit. Come on. Oh, fuck off. Nope, we're in the bad form of the season, I guess. That's rough. 2 goals in 12 minutes is shitty. Can we get one back, though, immediately here? Make a game out of this. Scott. Marisane. Gubane. Okay, Zulu. Good. Headway there. There we go. Gubane finally broke his goalless streak here. Gets us back within 1. Great stuff.
Outstanding.
All right. Come on now. Oh, penalty? It is. All right, Maresane with a chance to draw. Okay, we're just doomed to lose, I guess. Yati needs to get in. Like, Marasane's momentum is like cut short entirely from that missed PK. He's only going to be a detriment if I keep him on. Might as well just do the replacement now. Scott, Zulu. Yeah, missing like that. Get out. Go. Go. Okay, well, let's see what this play does. Cindy. Fatsisi. Sanguini. Mashego. Sanguini. Gubane. Nyati. Nyati. Gubane. Makanya. Bad. Bad. Oh, Gubane. Yati. Come on, boys. Push for one more chance here. Zulu. Ah. Okay, highlight immediately after. Scott Cabani. Where's the foul on that? Okay, good interception there from Fatsisi. Nawande, Nawati. Matsimbi. Oh, fuck off. He's offside. All right, so yeah, not good, not good at all. Terrible loss. 2 losses in a row, not ideal, but yeah, it is what it is. We thankfully have a bit of we've been doing so good prior to this point to where like we can afford the rare loss or two. We just need to figure it out for the Pretoria game, which we will next stream. In this case, I'm gonna just save here. Been going for about 2.5 hours, and I do need to like eat, so I'm gonna go and get all of that done.